Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Monday morning. You know how we feel about Monday mornings on this show. It's just a great start to a great week, and we're glad you're with us. Got some special guests here in the studio. Going to really enjoy today's show. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Going to be warm today. It's going to be 82 degrees, a low of 64. Water temperature hanging in there at 73 degrees. Last week was just a beautiful week. Hope you caught some fish last week. If not, I got a solution for you. But let's move on now. Let's look at our moon phase. Every Monday we like to look at the moon phase. We just had a big full moon last Tuesday night, so we're in a waning section of the moon. So it's going to be waning. We've got a full moon later on coming up in about 3 more weeks. So we're getting into the full moon of May coming up next. We're going to talk more about how important that is, especially in freshwater. Okay, our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Low tide at 11:39 last night. Got a high tide right at noon. So tide's going to be coming in all morning and then going out this afternoon until about 12:40 right after midnight. So we've got a good tide looking all week on the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Like I said, it's a good week on tides this week and next week. All right, marine forecast coming out of south anywhere from about 8 to 10. All right, we're going to take a break. Come right back with our guest. Okay, welcome back. And two guys you've seen before on Panhandle Outdoors, Will Owen, C-Deck.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you, buddy. Mark.
Coach, how are you?
Good to have you. You know, I had Michael on last time by himself,
right.
And now you get to come on without Michael.
Well, I tell you what, I guess I'm lucky I get to do this without him. Michael's becoming somewhat famous, man.
I know. He's doing a great job. He's getting busy now.
He is. It's a blessing. He's doing a good job.
Will, the big news at C-Deck, and I saw it happen before I heard about it because I saw your truck parked at this building over there on Highway 390. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we've been in that same little building over off of 24th Street since 2011. We started off with just a little old tiny corner of that building. Mm-hmm. My business partner, Tom Watson, let me just leave a little bit of machinery there. But over the course of the past 6 years, we big time outgrew it. And we used it as long as we could, and we kind of stuffed people in little corners and things. But ultimately, we just outgrew it. We didn't have no place for parking spaces, didn't have no place for desks, so we got looking for a new spot. And the Gajewski Cabinet Building, if you know the Gajewski business over on 390, it was sitting vacant, and we went in and talked to the folks there. They made us a good deal on the property. Ended up getting about 4 times the space that we had. We're in 28,000 square foot. We were in 6,000 square foot before. Now we're in 28,000 square foot. And we figured that it's a lot more than we really needed today, but if I was going to move, I'm going to move one time.
There you go.
I ain't going to move again. So we got a lot of room. Now we can do all the things we wanted to do, hire the people we want to hire because we're growing, but we can also bring boats inside. So boats can be out of the elements, away from prying eyes. Somebody might want to look at that electronics package of yours, keep the cats off, that sort of thing. So now we got kind of everything we wanted inside this one great big old giant building.
Well, that day I rode by there, I saw your truck, and I just put 2 and 2 is 4. I said, I better go in there. I said, what a great location and what a great building.
Yeah, it's very obvious. Yesterday I was riding down 390. I was going to visit with Stan Jones, the city marina manager that's leaving, and we were just going to visit. And I was riding by and I thought to myself, what a great location.
Yeah.
I'm so proud for you guys.
Thank you.
You sent me some pictures, and we're going to go through it so people can understand. Right here, the top picture here, that's your old building there, right?
That's right. That was the last boat leaving the old building.
Okay, so that's how small it was.
That's right.
And then you're coming into the new building.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to go through these pictures. That's the inside.
That's the inside.
Look at that
Some of our boat storage.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Wow. And then, all right, that's where you had a store where the cats got
That's
on.
where that's right.
That comes through the neighborhood. And then compare that to right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that picture. But anyway, we got just a great room right there.
Yeah, we could put up to 10 or 12 boats inside, no problem.
Yeah,
and up to 14 foot tall.
And bring your car in there and wash it.
That's it.
Okay.
Now that used to be our production area where we were doing our fabrication work. Very small.
It was very cramped. We'd been there before. It was very cramped.
And
now that's our new production area. We added a 4th CNC table. We've got lots of room to add additional machinery. It's safe. It's efficient. The guys can have their material. We used to take the material upstairs because we had nowhere to store it downstairs. Every time they got ready to do a job, they run up the stairs, come downstairs, fighting around the corners. Now it's right there. Just pull it off the shelf and just go right to work.
And they would hustle, wouldn't it?
Man, yeah.
They would hustle.
Now that's our assembly area. We had an old area that was real tight and crowded. We had shipping and receiving and everything piled on top of itself, and now we have a dedicated assembly area.
Yeah. And what was great about it, you get to see, that's the old
That's
spot.
the old welding spot, old dirty room, yeah.
A lot of our places still look like this.
That's our new welding room there, a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
That's our old shipping area there. That's the new shipping area.
That's great.
And that's our old, that's our new upholstery shop. That's Tom
So you
Kelly.
get to do a lot of this stuff, and that's your,
That's our receiving area, our bookkeeper,
Okay.
That's our old CAD office, my brother Aaron. Now, Aaron's our head CAD guy. He does a lot of our CDEC design work.
Yeah.
That's him with his full-blown winterized beard there.
Okay. I haven't seen him since the beard, but that's a good shot of it right
Yeah, give you some idea how much space we got.
And what what's great about this? Here it is. This is a local business, hard-working people. Because we've been over there and
That's
seen
right.
them, and they're growing. Okay, because they do things right, and of course we're proud to have you as a sponsor and all. But we're so excited for you and your business.
Yes, sir. We've been very blessed.
Yeah, and now the big thing, Mark, you've been in there too, right?
I haven't been to the new one. I've been to the old one several times. Every time we would get something we needed, we'd run over there and they'd make it for us. And I always wondered, how do they handle these big jobs in that space? It was shocking to me.
Well, I know it. We're going to talk about my boat later, but they did just a fantastic job on my boat, and it was. I'd go over there and look at it, and they'd be cramped up and all. I just marveled at it. So anyway, they got a new place, and we're going to have a special deal coming up there pretty soon. But we got some really neat stuff. We're going to give some stuff away, or
Yeah, we'll give some stuff away.
Okay, so stay tuned. We'll take a break now, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. It's in with Mark Cowart, one of the top red fishermen in the area, and Will Owen, one of the top businessmen in the area.
Thanks.
So we're glad to have y'all on here. Now, CDEC has been in business a long time, and you come with an invention, but first, to celebrate this grand opening, tell us what you're going to do and all.
Well, I got to talking with Mark. I've seen him at a lot of these different seminars he does around the area, and I really thought he did a great job, and people really respond well to that. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have Mark come to our new facility and tell people, hey, we moved. If people still go by the old facility and they're knocking on the door, we
I
ain't
know
there
that.
no more.
That happens. Yeah.
We had to put a sign out that says, hey, we've moved. But anyway, we want the community to know where we are. And of course, it's not hard to find that sign out by the road. But we also wanted to have some folks come in, see what we do. It's really interesting. I love that TV show, How It's Made.
Yeah,
you know,
It's a great show. Great show.
I love to watch that. That's how my mind works. And so we give folks a chance to come in and kind of see a little bit about how we do things. We can't show it all, but we can show some things. So have folks come out, learn something from Mark, get a slice of pizza or whatever we're serving that day, hang around and enjoy, spending time with one another. And the big thing is just share the word. If you want to do a CDEC job for your boat or other custom fabrication work, we can talk about that some later on too. You'll know right where to point folks, how to tell them how to get there, and have kind of a first-hand chance to shake some of the hands and meet some people at the shop and just get to know folks a little bit.
Sounds good. And Mark, you want to be talking about a little bit of fishing? Or?
We are. Michael and I will come in and we'll do, we do these inshore seminars. We do them for Bass Pro Shops, Dick's, West Marines. We've done them for Legendary. We've done them, wherever. We did one at Watson Bayou at the, over there at the marina. And, it's wonderful just to get together with anglers who love a sport as much as our anglers in this community do. And, Winston is he's really the glue that holds all this together. It's almost a spot for all the information to be spread around, and we're really lucky to have Winston here. I really do believe that. And Michael and I were in Gainesville at a Bass Pro Shop doing a seminar, and somebody comes up and said, "Hey, I saw your son on the show." And when they were in Appalachia, and it's just amazing wherever you are. Yeah. Bill Allen and I have talked about it many times. You can be anywhere in the Southeast and somebody's liable to recognize you. But what Michael and I do is that we try to do our seminars are based on what you can take and walk out the next day, get in your boat and go use. It's practical knowledge that you can apply. One of the things is we've really learned over the years is you make your own luck. And we're trying to share with the people things that they can do that are proven, and the results will come if you persist with these techniques and theories. And the fishing here is just on fire right now. I've never seen anything like it is right now. It's some of the best red fishing and trout fishing I've seen here in 10 years. Yeah,
it's awesome. And we're sort of going to coincide. Last week on the show we had Lisa Fitzgerald from CCA talking about the 101 day. It's right here, the Star Tournament they're going to have. And if you're new to red fishing or something, this is a great way to get introduced in how to go red fishing in this area. And you could win that new GMC or that new boat.
Yeah, we'll have these and pass them out. It's a couple of years ago, the first year of this program, that the CCA program in the Redfish Club, which is a North Florida club that they get together, and Redfish have tournaments, about every 5 or 6 weeks. So be one. James Whitaker, great guy, good tournament redfish angler, fishing with his dad. They fish the event and they catch a tagged fish. Now, had he been registered, he would have won like a brand new Hughes or, a $60,000, $70,000 rig, and you just don't think, it's not going to happen to me. Well, it did. It happened in Lynn Haven.
Yeah, in Lynn Haven.
So you don't be shocked. But, the thing is, Coach and Will, that it's wonderful we can get together and do these kind of things, especially for someone like yourself. You're so community-oriented. You do the things to help everybody. And a good Christian family doing the right thing every day, employing local people, and they're investing their money back in our community. They're not making money here and taking it somewhere else, and I think that's
right.
a great thing.
Good point. And now one of the things you like to do, you put things together and all. Yeah. And I know Tommy Watts, he's an inventor himself.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get Tommy to come on the show.
We do.
You think he'll come on?
We can drag him out here.
Tommy, that's just another story in itself.
Yeah.
But
that's a great story.
He's got all kind of patents.
Yeah.
But anyway, tell us about what you have right over here, this deck, and tell us what happened on this.
Yeah. So we were kind of, I guess the phrase you always hear used, invention, is it's the sister of necessity. How's that word? Mother necessity. Or necessity is the mother of invention. Anyway, I'm not much of an inventor. That's Tom, right? But anyway, we found that on the new Yamaha FSH, it's a center console. It's the world's first jet-powered center console. They didn't have any cup holders on the boat. I thought that was kind of interesting. So we had starboard material on hand, we had sea-deck material on hand, and we went about trying to find a way to put a cup holder on the boat. So this is what that is. The reason I brought it on the show is it works for the FSH, but if someone wanted to do one for their center console boat and they want more cup holders or more bait slots or a lure pad or cup holders or a place to put your cell phone or whatever, this can be done in a custom application. Yes. We've done a bunch of these and they really have been received well. So it's all marine rated, it's all made for the outdoors, UV stable, and it probably lasts as long or longer than the boat.
What I like is made for a Yeti.
Yep. There you go.
That's huge, because nothing's made for that.
That's right. That's right.
It's either too big or too little.
That's right. Yep.
And all these little holes here, like I don't know if you can see them, but you can put your, like I say, put the lure, hang your lures on them. You take it off. You got all
pliers, whatever you got, and it's and most people who have a center console boat, and they have a windshield up there, there's a little trough. And everybody has stuff piled up there, but yet when the wind's blowing, it will blow away.
That's right.
And or it's vibrating around. And this is going to be there. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think it's marvelous.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're hoping to see this get out a little bit more, and hopefully folks will get one for their boat.
Okay, now you brought some things to give away, and we're not giving them all away today, but tell us about, y'all see these, tell us about these right here.
Yeah,
so colors.
We'll have, coming off of a sea deck job, we'll have, let me get this pretty one right here. We'll have a lot of scrap material left over after a job is done, and I don't want to throw the scrap in the trash. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
So what we'll do is we'll take and we'll make a Yeti cooler top out of it.
Okay.
So these are all various sizes. We'll have some 20s and some 35s and some 45s. And basically you just take it and on the back you score the paper and you split it, wipe down your Yeti real good, and then it'll stick. And it makes a nice place to sit or stand. It's obviously the same non-skid material.
It's a great sight fishing platform. A lot of people have smaller boats, and they don't realize that the Yeti is made to stand on. It was built, and the guys in South Florida, the guys in Texas, the guys in Louisiana and Florida and Alabama, what they do is they'll take, and you can get 2 Yeti straps that you buy them that come in a little package, and you put these 2 little anchors go in the deck. They're almost flat mounting anchors. They're not in the way.
Won't stub your toe
on. No, you're absolutely not. And you just put it down. I mean, as big as I am, the amount of time I've spent on top of a Yeti fishing, and it's another thing, and we cover this in seminars, is that you don't realize when you go up a foot, you go up 2 feet, all of a sudden what you thought you could see, now you're seeing things you never thought you would see. I mean, you'll spot a fish 55, 60 feet away that you would have ran over.
Yeah, all those guys in the Keys that started this sight fishing out, they started from up there.
They did. They sure did.
I said, what are they doing way up there?
That's absolutely right.
Up there, it's amazing.
I guess the birds was on to something.
And it's a non-slip thing. It is it's great. We've done it for years, and and I'll tell you, around your house, if you have a Yeti with one of these on it, you got a great way to drag an empty Yeti around your house to be able to step on to get something off a shelf.
That's true. Good point.
People just don't think about it.
Good point. All right, we're going to give away 2 of these today, and Will, I'm going to let you pick out 2 you want to give away. Right. I'm going to let you draw one name, and then Mark's going to draw one name. So you Which one do you want to give away?
Reach in there. Let's see here. Let's see. Before we get a name out, which one do you want to do? You want to do this one right here, or you want to do one of the camo?
I want to save the blue one. I want to do this one right here. All right.
That's called
a good color.
That's desert camo right there.
Desert camo.
That's a great color.
Yep.
I like that.
That's a Yeti. That's a Tundra 50 top.
Tundra 50. Okay.
Regular retail is about $75. That's a pretty good deal there. Let's see. This is for
Marie Borges from over at Santa Rosa Beach.
There you go, Marie.
Okay, Marie. We're going to put your name on it. I'm going to put it right over here. Thank you, Jeff. And we'll give away one more. Mark, I'll let you.
All right.
Let's give away one of these gray ones. Right
Sure.
There
you go.
Perfect.
Okay. This one right there.
All right.
And I'm going to let you draw the name for that one. And who's the winner?
Greg Frady, up in Alfred.
Greg Frady. All right, Greg. All right, we've got another winner here.
There you go.
All right, we got Alpha and Santa Rosa Beach. Congratulations. And on these others, we got about 4 more, and we'll spread them out. This is a big part of our $10,000 giveaway.
There you go.
right.
And,
Yes, sir.
it adds to it.
It's over 10,000 now.
Way
Yeah,
over
that's
10,
right.
yeah, way
Went over the top.
10,000. Okay, good deal. Well, thank you for doing that and for giving it to our viewers and all.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. So we're going to take our final break and be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. Glad you're with us Monday morning. Our fishing game time today brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. We're looking at 5:24 to 7:24, and also that was this morning, and this afternoon 5:38 to 5:58 to 7:48. That's an hour and 50 minutes. I don't know. That might be a typo right there. We'll talk about walking the walk and talking the talk and all that. And Will, I've had so much respect for him. He does so many things and all, not just with his business, but one thing that impressed me so much when you and I were talking. You do this sort of Christian men's ministry in the prison.
Yes, sir.
Tell us just briefly about that, what you do.
Yes, sir. So I'm a member at High Praise Worship Center over in Callaway. So one of the things that we have as an outreach is a men's ministry at the prisons. So we go to 5 different prisons around the area, Washington County and Gulf County. And so when I get a chance to, I've been so busy here lately growing a family and building a business, it's not as much as I used to do, but we'll go out on Saturday mornings. We'll minister to a congregation of maybe 100 inmates or so that come out for basically a church service on Saturday morning versus a Sunday morning service. We get a chance to just minister into their lives and encourage them. And the way I feel about it is that if we can have a guy that's inside the prisons coming out with the right attitude and the right kind of course, there's a good chance he's not going to get out and do something that he shouldn't do, endangering someone else's life or their family's lives. So not to mention their eternal lives, that's important to us as well. But I think it's good ground to sow into, and that's something we've been doing now for about 20 years at our church.
That's wonderful. That's awesome, and we're so proud of you, and we thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
So that's great. So now we're going to move on. We're going to have this clinic again. This date's going to be when?
May 9th.
May 9th.
5:30. Meet and greet. Come eat. Come look around. Look at Will's new shop, and then we'll start about 6:15, 6:30.
Okay.
We'll have well over $1,000 worth of giveaways plus what Will gives away. 13 Fishing is Michael and I are really proud that we are now part of the 13 Fishing family. 13 Fishing is a rod and reel company that really started all inshore, and now they're moving to inshore, and it's great stuff. They're going to send a couple reels and rods to give away, and about $500-600 worth of rod and reels we're going to give away. We'll give away about $500 or $600 worth of Salt Life Sport Optic sunglasses.
Okay.
We'll give away bunch of Z-Man inshore baits and freshwater baits, plus some hats, shirts, things of that nature. So cool. We're really excited about it. And come out. Just as much as we share information with the anglers, we learn stuff from you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I can tell you guys. Everybody knows something. A lot of times we know something, don't know we know it.
Yeah.
And but anyway, so we're really excited about it, and we're excited about doing it for Will. We've had a real good relationship with Will for years, and it's just kind of like with you. We're all one big family.
Right.
We all love the water.
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, now you're talking about some cool inventions too. Tell about this. You have something there about this floating Yeti or what?
Yeah, well, we can do the floating Yeti first, and we can do that next.
Okay, whichever.
We created the world's first floating tumbler. And again, out of just what we had laying around, we cut these pieces here, and we cut these big helm pads for people here. And what do you do with the scrap? You throw it in the trash? And I didn't want to do that. So one day, one of my customers asked me, if I drop my cup in the water, will that thing float? And I said, I don't know, let's find out. We poured a mop bucket full of water and threw the cup in there, and it went to the bottom.
No kidding.
Yeah, so then I went back out there and I took a little chunk of SeaDek like this particular version of SeaDek, and we stuck it on the bottom. I threw it in the bucket, and it floated to the top. I said, we got something here. So all my little scraps that I can, get laying around there, I just plug these little circles in, and when I get done, it's peel and stick. Sticks right to the bottom of your Yeti or your Arctic or whatever you got, and if you lose it overboard, it doesn't go to the bottom. It'll bob to the top. You can reach in there and grab it, and that costs about $6.
What a great
$6
idea.
to save 60.
you
That's
go.
a good deal right there.
What a great idea. I need to get one of those for my camera.
Yeah, that's right.
I dropped my camera overboard.
This is one of the things he was talking about just a minute ago, some giveaways. We do helm pads, and that's the big use for this material. That's what CDEC created it for, was to have a place to stand. When you're out there in that rough water and it's constantly beating and banging against your hull, anti-fatigue for old backs and hips and knees. I'm getting older and I'm starting to feel that. So anyway, at the seminar, we want to give away a couple of helm pads.
Oh, cool.
Those are worth about $120 a piece. And what we also like to do is a grand prize, and we'll talk some more about that more closer to time. But lucky winner is going to get the grand prize, and it'll be a big CDEC something. We'll figure that out when we get there.
Cool.
You know, a lot of people don't. I've seen these guys. Michael and I, we fish for Skeeter, and it's probably the finest inshore boat I've ever been in. But we stand up when we run. We're the lean seat, and sometimes we're making 80, 90, 100-mile one-way runs. And I mean, if it's in a tournament, it doesn't matter if it's 2-foot chop, 2.5-foot chop. We still got to go to where we got to go. And you don't, when you're fishing against the clock, which we are in a tournament, you've got to make the run.
That's right.
And if you've ever got tired of standing at your helm, your back's tired, your feet are killing you. We all take halftime. Everybody takes their shoes off. You don't sleep on a raw piece of plywood. Why would you stand on a uncushioned floor when you could have this to stand on? It is like sleeping on a fine mattress.
That is on my boat. I bought it. It's so nice.
It's unbelievable. And you've never done it. You really, people will go spend $200,000 on a boat and won't go spend the $150 to finish it off. And I will tell you, there's nothing like this.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the opening, and the clinic's going to be 3 weeks from tomorrow. It'll be on the 9th.
Yeah, May 9th, Tuesday, May 9th.
Okay, we'll talk about it plenty more between now and the show, but go and circle that on the calendar. If you're like me, you got to put it on the calendar because you're going to forget.
Winston will be there signing autographs.
I'll be there, I promise. Y'all going to have some pizza?
Yes, sir, we'll have something to eat.
Okay, I'll be there eating for sure. All right. Thank you, Will.
Hey, thanks for having us on, okay?
Good to see you.
Coach, thank you, Coach. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Will.
Folks, we appreciate the viewership. Always try to do something really good for your fellow man today. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.